The City Commission will vote Tuesday to appoint Danielle Dulin to serve as Manhattan's newest city manager. Her contract will also be considered by the City Commission during tomorrow night's meeting, and Dulin has an anticipated start date of Monday, October 14th. Dulin was selected after a nationwide search conducted by Strategic Government Resources that produced a field of 50 candidates and then 4 finalists who visited Manhattan. She has more than 10 years of municipal leadership experience in the greater Kansas City area, including her current role as city manager of Warrensburg, Missouri. Prior to Warrensburg, Dulin served as assistant to the city manager for the cities of Lenexa, Prairie Village, and Mission Hills. She earned a bachelor's degree in economics from K-State and a master's degree in public administration from KU. Jason Hilgers has been serving as the interim city manager since April, following retirement of Ron Fear after 24 years. Hilgers will return to his old position as assistant city manager. The community event Everybody Counts returned for its 10th year on Saturday at the Douglas Recreation Center in Manhattan. The event, which provides community resources for families and children who may not have access to them, was held around the rec center grounds with several local resources, from Pawnee Mental Health to Flint Hills Breadbasket on location, providing resources for those families. Event organizer Deb Nuss says this was the largest turnout for resources that she could remember in the event's history.
I think we hit 70 organizations involved this year. Past years it's been about 60. So organizationally, really good response this year. It's always hard for us to judge people go through here because as people move around, they go to different services.
With this being the event's 10th year, Nuss remarked that she never saw it ever becoming as big as it's become.
You know, the first few years, we'd be lucky if we had 15 agencies involved. So no, had no idea. And had no idea it would continue for this many years either.
Free clothing drives are also provided at Saturday's events, along with free haircuts provided by a local salon in Manhattan. Riley County Commissioners returned to the Little Apple after hosting their previous meeting in Leonardville. The agenda today starts off with commissioners proclaiming the month of August as United Way Month as an effort to encourage residents and employees to support the organization. The commission will then hear from County Clerk Rich Vargo regarding local revenue neutral rate mailing and final information about the primary election that is set for tomorrow. Finally, County Budget and Finance Officer Brittany Phillips will discuss the proposed rural fire budget for 2025. The meeting gets underway this morning at 8:30. Meanwhile, Pottawatomie County Commissioners returned to work for the second straight week in Westmoreland. Commissioners returned to the Sunflower Room last week for the first time since the April 30th tornado. Monday's agenda is rather light for commissioners as they'll receive updates from department heads as they do every week. One item is set under the work session for commissioners as they'll have a discussion on Lewis Wilson Road and Old Post Road. That meeting will also get underway at 8:30. Riley County has been awarded a $50,000 grant from the Kansas Department of Health and Environment through the Local Environmental Protection Program, also known as LEPP. This grant aims to assist low to moderate income residents in repairing or replacing their failed residential private wastewater systems or components. The grant can be used for a variety of repairs, including full septic tank replacements and lateral field replacements. Additionally, funds can cover component repairs such as septic tank leaks, baffles, lateral field pipes, inspection ports, distribution boxes, and the labor required for installation. The grant also extends to materials and labor needed to connect homes to an available public sewer system. Connection fees are not eligible. Applications for the grant will be accepted through October 4th. Awards will be determined based on applicant income, need, and the severity of the system failure, utilizing the 2023 poverty guidelines. More on the day's headlines can be found at our website, newsradiokman.com and themercury.com.
K-Man's Morning News continues with a look at your sports headlines. Good morning. I'm Troy Coverdale. MJ Melendez hit a pinch-hit 3-run homer in the ninth to rally the Royals to a 3-2 win over the Tigers. Trailing 2-0 in the top of the ninth, Hunter Renfroe and Freddie Fermin each were able to reach on singles with one out. Adam Frazier nearly hit a pinch-hit homer, but the ball curled foul. He then flew out to center field. Melendez hit the first pitch he saw, 362 feet.
Here's the pitch, and a swing, and a fly ball. Well hit, deep right. That ball is gone. A 3-run homer. A bat flip from MJ Melendez.
The Royals' Hunter Harvey, who squandered a 2-run lead in the ninth of the 6-5 11-inning loss Saturday, turned around and pitched the ninth for his first save yesterday. The Royals will now open a 3-game home set against the Red Sox. Right-hander Brady Singer goes to the bump tonight against Boston left-hander James Paxton. Coverage on News Radio KMAN gets underway at 6:30. First pitch is at 7:10. The Kansas City Chiefs enter their first game week of the preseason today, as they'll work out at 9:15 in St. Joseph. Their preparations continue as everyone got their first live looks at how new kickoff rules could impact games on Thursday night, as the Texans and Bears played in the Hall of Fame game.
The blocks, the holes are there, and they're gone real quick, so you have to see it and then get upfield right away. But I'm excited to see this thing, live against the team. So it's coming. Saturday we get to do it against the Jacksonville.
Kansas City special teams coach Dave Taub, as NFL owners approved a dramatic change for kickoffs in order to revive a dead play that saw record low returns last season. In fact, only 22% of all kickoffs were returned last year, as both kicking and receiving teams too often chose to avoid the risk of a potential return. The NFL estimates that more than half of all kickoffs will be returned this season, as the goal is to increase the number of returns without making the play more dangerous. The Chiefs and Jaguars coming up on Saturday, the kickoff at 7 on News Radio KMAN. Noah Lyles paced on the far end of the track, hands folded over the top of his head, wistfully looking up at a scoreboard that would, sooner or later, flash an answer he'd been seeking over 3 sweat-soaked years. 10 seconds passed, then 20, then nearly 30 before the answer popped up. Lyles becoming the 100-meter champion at the Paris Olympics, the world's fastest man.
Here I am, first Olympics in the 100, going around now the Olympic champion, and, having that title of not just at World Championships, but at the Olympics of world's fastest man.
The American showman edged out Jamaica's Kassane Thompson Sunday by 0.005 of a second. In a race that was for the ages, America's Fred Curley came in third at 9.81. Bobby Fink set a world record in the 1,500-meter freestyle on the final night of swimming. Scotty Scheffler delivered the best performance of his greatest year by rallying from 4 shots back to win the men's golf tournament. Kristen Faulkner won the women's road race to become the first U.S. bike rider in 40 years to win a medal in the event. The 4x1 medley relay team set a world record in winning gold in the pool, and Suni Lee won her 3rd medal of the games with a bronze on bars. Novak Djokovic beat Carlos Alcaraz to win the gold in singles tennis. It's his 2nd medal at the Olympics after winning a bronze back in 2008. 3 finals highlighted by the women's 800 meters on the track today, and Olympic triathletes plunged into the Sin River this morning as the mixed relay event got underway after organizers said bacteria levels in the long-polluted waterway were at acceptable levels.